welcome in everyone. This is going to be day one of a 3-day event, the Spring 2023 NABC Robot Individual. I played this once in the past, so this past winter's National, the 2022. And I think it took me in general about 3 hours per set while I was recording and doing commentary. Unfortunately, I can't stream this live for a variety of reasons, but one, because of fair play policies and whatnot. But I will be uploading these, so you should be seeing this mostly in real time. Around midnight, the end of the event, so it finishes today at midnight my time, and yeah, I should be uploading the video immediately after that. But so quick overview of the event. This is a national title event, so if we end up winning, I don't know how many people, okay, there's about 2,400 people who have entered, at least for day one. There are no cuts, and your score is going to be averaged across all 3 days. So every hand counts equally over all 3 days. It's match points, advanced robots, 24 hands, and then this is best hand, which means that we will have the most high card points of anyone at the table. So if we get dealt a 10 count, everyone at the table has exactly 10 high card points. We can use that to our advantage. If we have an 11 count, everyone has at most 11. So naturally our partner will have at least 7 high card points if we have 11, and so on. That mostly means that we're going to be declaring a lot more than defending on some of these hands, but otherwise it will be more like any other robot event that we've been playing on this channel. So we will be bidding, and then of course if our partner ends up declaring, we will declare the hand. Is there anything else? There is this sort of thing. Maybe I can make this a little bigger, maybe not. But I guess if you see this, you can always check out what the NABC Robot Individual is. This gives you a bit more of a detailed description of what's going on. So let's get into set one. 24 boards, match points, and here we go. As usual, I'm going to give my thought process, and because I want to take this event a little more seriously than most of the other things that I do on the channel, I will try to be fairly detailed about every hand. Some of the hands and some decisions, I might quickly go over. Like here, I think we have a pretty simple, just 1 heart overcall. But for a lot of the more complicated decisions, I could even spend up to, say, 5 minutes sitting and thinking about it. There's no restrictions as far as I can tell about what you can do while playing this event. I mean, most people don't record it or stream it or whatever live. So my guess is that you could spend 15 or 20 minutes on every hand and jot down notes about every single card that was played and all of that sort of stuff. I'm not going to do that, but you could if you wanted to maybe improve your results or improve your vantage point on a couple of the hands. I forget where we ended last time I played this event. I think it might have been around 20th place, but I suppose you could check the old VODs to find out that information. Maybe I'll put a link in the description to the past 3 videos that I recorded for this event from last December. So you can definitely have a watch at those and check those out if you want to see how it went last time. Anyway, so board 1, no one vulnerable. We just have a 14 count, but 5-5 in the red suits. Unfortunately, East Diamond opening kind of hampers our our ability to like think that we might have a game on this board. Partner could have a big heart fit. Unfortunately, because we're missing the spade suit, if we have a big heart fit, it's likely they have a big spade fit. They might bid and make a spade game. So we'll see what happens. A diamond, a heart, negative double, showing exactly 4 spades. West would have bid 1 spade with 5, and East denies 4-card spade support. This means our partner has at least 5 spades on the auction. Okay, so we could bid 2 diamonds. I think that's probably going to be my choice here. It could be right to pass 1 now. I'm just thinking, if partner is, say, like 5-5 in the black suits, we might have no fit, and it's very possible that like a heart lead, for example, is going to collect us, say, 3 heart tricks, 2 black aces, and if partner gets a trick, we might hold 1 no to 90, or if partner gets 2 tricks, we might even beat 1 no trump, whereas bidding 2 diamonds and here partner kind of fidget and correct back to 2 hearts, and we play in a miserable 5-2 fit, where we can never set up our diamond suit because East has like ace king 10 fourth or something over here. Could work out quite poorly for us. But I think it's just a little too risky to pass 1 no trump with everyone being not vulnerable at match points. If this hand was everyone vulnerable, that would completely shift the math here. Now, I think pass would almost be entirely clear, because going down 1 in our contract would be minus 100, and that would already be a worse result than if 1 no trump just makes 7 tricks. But with everyone not vulnerable, you know, it might be difficult for them to double us. I bid 2 diamonds, partner bids 2 hearts, this goes all pass. Even if we're going down 1, it's still only minus 50. And we have a bit more upside than if we were vulnerable. So, yeah, I think I'll bid 2 diamonds. I mean, one possibility is we actually catch a diamond fit. You know, East could be like 3-3-4-3 in shape, and partner has 3 diamonds. West sitting over here with, you know, spades and hearts, for example, or spades and clubs. So I'm going to bid 2 diamonds. Look at this. We do have a diamond fit. Now, it's a little curious to me that a partner would pass 2 diamonds. I mean, I understand it. Partner does have, you know, 3 diamonds and 2 hearts, and partner does have a diamond on her. But playing in match points, you know, if 2 diamonds is making 2 and 2 hearts is making 2, we would definitely rather play in 2 hearts. Still, I think it's going to be hard for the field to reach a heart contract. You know, we could overcall heart and rebid 2 hearts. I don't think it's the right thing to do with just a 5-card heart suit, but if you do that, you'll probably get to 2 hearts. Maybe they get some diamond roughs. I mean, it looks like they will get some diamond roughs. Anyway, let's focus on the 2 diamond contract. It's important to think about what potential alternatives we would have had to playing in 2 diamonds here on this deal, just to get a note or a feel for like what the field might end up doing. I think a lot of the field will end up in 2 diamonds. I think it's possible that some pairs in the field would pass a no trump. Some pairs in the field might double a no trump with our cards. So maybe we should think a little bit about what's going to happen in 1 no trump. We're going to lead the Queen of Hearts. It doesn't seem like either opponent has a 5-card heart suit. I mean, West could, but would East really be bidding a no trump with a singleton? Unlikely, I think. So we'll definitely get 3 heart tricks because we have 2 entries. The opponents are really lacking in tricks in 1-no. They can set up 2 spades, but I think East is very likely to have the club king for their opening bid. So if they get 2 hearts, 2 spades, and a diamond, that's only 5 tricks. We're going to be plus 100 against 1-no, which means it could be very important to make 3 diamonds, if possible. And obviously if 1-no is doubled, it looks like the opponents are definitely going down. So yeah, it's probably going to be very important to try and make at least 3 on this deal. Now looking off the top, we have 2 heart losers and a diamond loser. But given that East does not have 4 spades, East is marked with 4 diamonds. So this 9 of diamonds is singleton. East has ace, 10, 7, 6 remaining. Which means as long as East doesn't squander a diamond trick, they have 2 natural diamond tricks. So they have 2 natural diamond tricks, 2 natural heart tricks, and we don't really have a dummy entry to take a club hook. The only way I see that we can reach the dummy is by roughing the 3rd round of hearts. So I'm probably going to go for that, if possible. But it might depend on how the opponent's card, or if I can pull trumps. I don't want to lose extra tricks going for a heart rough and dummy to try the club finesse. I do want to make sure that I get trumps pulled if possible. So West has 4 spades, East has 3. This is known on the auction. West has 1 diamond, East has 4. West could be, for example, 4, 3, 1, 5 in shape. West could also be 4, 4, 1, 4, or even 4, 2, 1, 6. All these shapes are possible, I suppose. Well, first things first, I do not want to put up the king of diamonds. In some scenarios, this could be a good thing. Like if I wanted to prevent East from returning a diamond, I could play the king. East would have to win the ace, otherwise I would have, well, for one thing, I would have gained a dummy entry to take a club hook, but also then I would be able to take 2 diamond finesses, maybe, to pull trumps, losing only 1 diamond trick. But then East could not return a diamond away from the 10 because that 8 in dummy is an important card. But what's going to happen is if I play the king of diamonds, East is going to win and put a spade through. And this is going to, well, knock out my spade ace and start tapping me. And with East having 4 diamonds, the more times I rough the spade suit, the more East is going to have natural diamond tricks that they will set up. Unfortunately, there might not be much I can do about this entire plan. Because if I duck, East is going to play low, I will win a diamond on her. I can play a heart, but East will likely win the heart and then play a spade through. I win the ace, I play another heart, East wins again, puts another spade through, I rough. I still haven't knocked out the diamond ace. Yeah, we might be in some serious trouble of getting tapped out here, and 2 diamonds could easily be at risk. Now I'm really wishing I passed a no trump. Okay, well, let's just make do with what we have in front of us. I think we do want to duck. Again, I believe East's job is going to be made very easy. If we put up the king of diamonds, East will win the ace, realize they can't play diamonds back, see that clubs is not friendly for them, know that we have a heart suit, they'll just play a spade through. That's going to make it very easy for them to start forcing us in spades. So we'll play low. East, of course, does not play the ace. We'll win the queen. And I'm going to lead the queen of hearts. East wins the king. Returns a heart. Okay. Wow. So this wasn't great defense by them. Because East, of course, had natural trump tricks, which they're going to be roughing with. We still have a problem here. Our problem is still that now it looks like hearts are 4-2. But I don't get to take the club finesse. So I could ruff with the 8 of diamonds. I mean, we could still hope that hearts are 3-3. I think it's very unlikely, given the way the heart suit has been played. I mean, first of all, West high-load. They played a high heart on the first round. East won the king, won the ace of hearts, and now has returned the deuce. So if West is giving a true count signal, our opponents do give standard signals, then West has an even number of hearts, which would be 4. But also, East returning the heart suit is just kind of, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Regardless, okay. Is there any way that I can induce East to lead a club next? Like, if I discard a club from the dummy, is there any way East gets scared the clubs might go away? I don't think so, because East will still be retaining a small diamond. Oh, wait a second. Wait, I have an idea. Actually, yeah, I think this is going to work. So if I pitch a low club from dummy, East will ruff. And now East is down to ace doubleton of diamonds. East will switch to a spade. I can win the ace. But now I can play the jack of diamonds out of my hand. And if East wants to deny me a dummy entry, they'll have to duck this trick. But now they're down to the singleton ace. I can play the 10 of hearts pitching another club, ace of clubs, ruff a club with the last diamond. This is going to work. So we will end up with 110. Now, it's possible that I pitch a club and East switches to a club and I play low and West wins the king. In which case, this would be really bad for us, because West then wins the king of clubs and plays another heart, which is going to promote a No, it doesn't promote a second trump trick. I can always ruff with the king of diamonds. I mean, this is going to lose the ability to discard our club losers, but that's okay. So I guess we don't lose a bunch, and as long as East does have the king of clubs for their opening bid. It would be weird if they didn't, right? They would have the ace of diamonds, the king of hearts, the king, queen of spades. I mean, you barely get there. That would be 12. It's possible. Maybe it's even likely. I mean, given that the defense has kind of seriously messed up, I think. King of spades switch. So now we get to, because remember, East has roughed once, we now get to play the jack of diamonds. West, of course, shows out. East wins the ace. And the king of clubs comes back. So at least East had, and I guess people have asked me to explain my claims. We're going to pull the last trump with the king of diamonds. The queen of clubs is high, and so are both of our hearts. So plus 110. This is probably going to be a pretty strong result. Now, it might be a little hard to say. Again, the pairs who are defending no trump, they can score plus 100. Well, they can defeat no trump by 2 tricks, right? Just bashing out the heart suit. And declarer is probably going to need to be a little careful, in fact, to make sure that they set up both their spade tricks before declarer loses complete control of the hand. But one no trump doubled could definitely be a top. I don't know what our partner would do if we had doubled a no trump with this specific hand. I think they should sit for it, but obviously doubling a no trump, our partner could have been on a 0 count over here. So it's definitely a little risky for us to take that action. But 2 diamonds making 3, I think will be a very solid result. We can kind of see that after the queen of hearts went around to the king, East 100% should have returned a small spade here. It says double dummy that leading back a heart is okay, but I think that's mostly because West also can switch to a spade, but it's much harder from West's perspective. East is the one who knows the exact spade count around the table, and East is the one who knows the exact diamond count as well. So they're the one who should be dictating the defense here. And once they get in with the king of hearts, they can clearly see that their best plan is going to be to start tapping declarer in the spade suit to set up their long diamond tricks. But they didn't do it, and we ended up plus 110. So we'll see how that scores. I think the last time I played in this, the field was, well, definitely a lot weaker than like the Platinum and Stars event that I tend to play every month. Short note that actually is overlapping with this event a little bit. The very third day of this event is the start of the Platinum and Stars tournament. So that will be a very busy Monday for me next week. Okay, board 1 solidly in the books. It has taken a little while, but I think I've gotten most of my intro explanations about how the event is structured out of the way, and now we can mostly focus on the bridge. So board 2, we're vulnerable against nut. Recall it's a best hand tournament, so we have 13, which means our partner and everyone else at the table is also limited to 13 in high card points. We'll open a club. A diamond by West, 4 heart, preemptive bid by our partner. We have a good hand, but partner basically said they have no slam interest. I wouldn't be surprised if partner had a hand with like king, queen, jack, 7th or 8th of hearts and nothing else outside. I think we're very likely to lose at least the ace of diamonds and the ace of hearts. Okay. I must say I'm not a huge believer in partner's actions on this board. Partner has a 10 count and a singleton in the opponent's suit. Like, imagine if we had the exact same hand with the King of Hearts. Maybe not the exact same hand. That would give us like a 1 no trump opening bid. But something similar with the King of Hearts. Like even imagine stiff King of Hearts. We could be 4, 1, 3, 5 with the singleton King of Hearts, Ace, Queen of Spades, and Ace of Clubs. And that's it. That would be a 13 count. And on 3-2 trumps, we're making a slam. The 4th round of spades takes care of our club loser. So this is way too strong to just be jumping to 4 hearts immediately. But anyway, here we are. I have to imagine most of the field also reaches the same spot. 10 of diamonds lead. I don't really see a reason to save the Jack of diamonds. So I'm going to play it just to get a little information about the honor position between East and West hand. 10 Jack, Ace 8, Queen of diamonds return. Okay. 10 Jack, Ace 8, Queen of diamonds return. The Queen is a very weird card to play at trick 2. Because if this 10 of diamonds is from a 10-9 combination, which I think is most likely, then West's Queen would have basically been from Queen nothing. Because West didn't win the Queen at trick 1. It's possible that West is trying to be a little clever, Ace, King, Queen of diamonds, and they won the Ace and returned the Queen. But it seems more likely that East has the King. In which case, East's lead would be from King 10-9 something. So the Queen just feels weird. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Regardless, I'm going to play a club to the Ace, and I'm going to play a heart to the Queen. I mean, that's definitely the next step. May as well lead the 10. Okay, so hearts do split, the King of Hearts is on side, and now we kind of just want to try and do our best to guess the black suit situation. East pitches a spade, and note the 7 is the second lowest spade. So this could be just like a discouraging signal. Maybe East has like 10-9-7 or something, and is discarding a spade. We have a couple of options. Sorry, I'm gonna go with a third option, but I'll state the couple that are just immediately obvious that we can look at. We could take a club finesse or a spade finesse. Those offer a choice of a chance at our 12th trick. We could try and combine chances by doing something like cashing the Ace King of Spades before taking a club finesse. A little risky because we might lose both black queens in that scenario. Or playing a club to the King and roughing the club suit, hoping that the Queen of Clubs drops in 3 rounds. That would work. But I think I'm going to play 3 more rounds of hearts first, pitching 2 spades from the dummy before making my decision. These opponents are very likely to give away the show, I think, when I continue the trump suit. So there's a club discard. West now pitches a spade. It's another spade from East. So three spades have gone. East has pitched 2, West has pitched 1. It's possible that East really did start with like Queen 5th of spades, in which case East is down to Queen 3rd and West has none. So where are the other possibilities? I mean, East has pitched a couple of clubs now. I guess a club to the king and a club ruff is probably our best bet, right? If East really is down to Queen 3rd of spades, they have room for at most 2 clubs remaining. And if East is not down to Queen 3rd of spades, then because of the number of spades the opponents have pitched, they pitched 3, we started with 7 total, we can always pick up the spade suit by playing a spade to the ace later. So I think this picks up or covers every possibility. Everything was coming home. The only thing that didn't work was if we took a spade finesse before trying any of our other possibilities. We could have roughed out the Queen 3rd of clubs earlier. I'm a little surprised that East's first discard was from Queen 3rd in spades. You know, they led the 10 of diamonds. They saw the Queen of diamonds come back, which was roughed. Again, you know, note, I was a little shocked by this Queen of diamonds return at trick 2. And we see that East had King 10, 9, 5th. Again, you know, because this is a robot event, everyone is going to have the exact same auction here. But East has a very clear 5 diamond bid, in my opinion, at least at match points. But yeah, so a second round of diamonds happened. I played a club to the ace, the 10 of hearts to the jack and queen, ace of hearts. The 7 of spades being the first discard is very bad. I mean, this is just really bad form from East. He has plenty of diamonds that they could pitch. I mean, what if my hand really wasn't as good, or North's hand wasn't as good? You know, wouldn't we want to protect that Queen 3rd of spades a little bit? Anyway, on to board 3. So, an okay result, maybe just a little above average. We have 15 highs, singleton. We're not bound by ACBL rules, even though this is an ACBL event, so we're allowed to open whatever we want on this hand. But ACBL would allow us to open a no trump, which I think is the right bid. Like, if I were to open a diamond and partner bids a heart, I would have an easy 3 heart bid. That's not the bid that I'm most concerned about. There are 2 issues. One, I open a diamond and partner bids a spade. What are we supposed to do? A 2 heart reverse, it just doesn't look like what our hand is. We're also a little weak for a 2 heart reverse. Only 15 highs, singleton ace is kind of a weak holding. But our heart suit is so bad, we don't care really about showing the hearts. But any bid that isn't 2 hearts is kind of a misdescription. If we open a diamond, partner bids a spade, and we rebid 2 spades, we have a 15 count with a singleton. But we also only have 3 trumps. So we can't really jump to 3 spades. We can't bid 2 spades. If we bid a no trump, we're showing the wrong point range. So that's problem number 1, and then problem number 2 is we open a diamond, partner bids a no trump. What do? We're stuck in the same spot. So I'll open a no with this hand. Okay. Partner bids Stamen and then invites us in hearts. I think I'm going to accept. This could go very badly, but the fact that I have a singleton is, a big upside. Jack fourth of hearts is a pretty bad holding. That's something that concerns me a bit. But the rest of my honors are kind of ideal. Maybe I would want something like the 10 of spades in addition, if I wasn't allowed any extra high card points or something. Or put this Jack of hearts in the spade suit. That would kind of be a little better. But the 5-card diamond suit is great. That will be a source of tricks once we pull trumps. The fact that we have no club losers is good. The ace and the remaining suit that they could possibly lead is obviously a good asset. So I'm going to bid game. I could go either way on this. Okay. Not what we were hoping for. Partner's Queen of Clubs is unfortunately wasted. If that card was in the spade suit, we would be in a pretty good spot. We would have a diamond loser, a heart loser, if the trumps work, and we would be able to take 2 spade finesses to hopefully hold the spade suit to 1 loser. Okay, so club lead to the Jack and Ace. For us to make the contract from here, we're going to need King Doubleton of Hearts with West, which is possible. Definitely possible that that's West holding the suit. So let's play heart to the queen. Unfortunately, it did not work out for us. Well, Now I guess our objective is to reduce the number of under tricks. And I think to do that, I'm just going to play ace of spades and a spade. Because if I pull all the trumps, I definitely risk getting tapped out. Okay, let's go ace of spades and a spade. Unfortunately, I am kind of thinking that what? Okay, hold on now. Okay, let's stop everything. I was... Yeah. Deep breath. So they've squashed their spade tricks, and East did not ruff. Now that might be because East has a natural trump trick. If East has all the remaining trumps, 9, 7, 3rd, East has a natural trump trick. Is it possible that West on the first round of hearts, so the first round of hearts I led the 2, West played the 10, I played the queen, and East played the king. Is it possible that that first round of hearts West had 4 of them? Because if that's the case, I can pick up the entire heart suit. I would basically play a heart to the Jack, a heart to the 8, cash the ace of hearts. That would pull trumps. I could then cash 2 spades, but they get in with the diamond ace, and they will eventually take the a club at the end. So to make the contract from here, if hearts are 4-1, I would need to score a diamond trick. And it looks like I can do this. So it's possible to make the contract if West made this mistake of winning that king of spades on the third round. Or second round of the suit. I could lead a diamond. Let's say East has the diamond ace to make things easy. If East ducks this trick, I could go Jack of Hearts, Heart Finesse, Ace of Hearts, and cash 2 spades. We have our 10 tricks. If East wins the Ace of Diamonds, returning a diamond would allow me to win the king and then pull trumps. East's best defense would be to return a club. I could ruff, cash the Jack of Hearts, and then start playing all of my diamonds through West, who would get trump queued. So I think we do this. My suspicion is that actually what's going on is East has the remaining 3 trumps, but I don't think this costs. Yep. So we can play a heart to the ace. Unfortunately, East is going to get their 9 of hearts. So that's too bad. It's also a little unfortunate that the hearts, or not hearts, the diamonds are 3-3. Because I think some players, rather than playing on spades, will play on diamonds. And they could have gone down extra tricks if the diamonds didn't split. We should have gone down extra tricks, in fact, because East had a natural heart trick, and West crashed the spade honors. So this might not be a terrible result. Unfortunately, if we had stayed in 3 hearts, that would have been a little better for us. But all right, on to board 4. 1 no trump, pass, pass. We have a 15 count, so because it's best hand, we know West has exactly 15. We could make a penalty double in 4th seat. There's just no real reason to do this. We don't have a source of tricks. Partner's on lead also. So we'll just pass out our no trump. Try and defend and take as many tricks as we can. It's a good thing we didn't go after it. East has a pretty strong hand, so the opponents have 22 highs between them. Well, trick 1, the 3 of spades lead. I know that robots, including our robot partner, prefer to lead away from weak holdings, like 3 small, doubleton. They hate leading away from long suits. They hate leading away from honors, which is unfortunate here. I mean, now it looks like West has the ace-jack of spades, and we'll be able to set up the suit, but let's just see what happens. So 3 of spades to the queen. Whoa. Okay, then. West has 5 diamonds. That is interesting to note. And partner pitches the 6 of clubs. We tend to play standard signals. So partner has 3 high card points over there. We know exactly 3. 15, 15, 7, 3. Based on the best hand stipulation of the tournament. Partner has now pitched a spade. And now partner throws a heart, but not the 3 of hearts. This 5 of hearts could be encouraging. Well, partner's ditched a lot of clubs. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is Declare is going to run the diamonds and then play the king of clubs or something. and we will win the ace, and then we have to decide, are we continuing spades or are we switching to hearts? It looks like the answer is we are continuing spades. So partner holding 3 high card points. I wonder what those 3 points are if West has a strong heart holding. It's possible partner has the Queen of Hearts and Jack of Spades. Queen of Hearts, Jack of Clubs. The concerning thing to me is with North pitching a spade on one of the earlier diamonds, that feels like we might have lost a spade trick already. I guess I'm going to play low. Okay, Jack of Hearts is a good discard. This lets me know what my partner's hand looks like, which I guess means it still could be almost anything that our partner holds. I'm going to play a club. I'm just going to come down to the same shape as in dummy. Okay, 2 of clubs now. So West having 5 diamonds means West has to have a doubleton somewhere. Could be ace jack doubleton of spades, actually. Okay. Well, I wish partner hadn't ditched that spade earlier. That is concerning to me. 2 of clubs. All right. King of spades. Yeah, partner pitched a spade trick. That's a little sad. Not much we could do about it, but I wish partner had been more hopeful that when the first spade went 3 small queen ace, that we had some legitimate chance for setting up the suit. It's interesting to note that our partner chose to lead from Jack 5th rather than Jack 10 8 5th. I think most people would be tempted by the club lead, and seems like it probably doesn't matter much on the steal. How do the opponents do? Because they have 5 diamonds, the ace of spades, and at least 1 other trick that they get to set up, like 100%. Because we can set up at most. No, we have 4 spades and 2 aces, right? Oh, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. We get 4 spades and 2 aces, and I mean, that's really all there is to it. So we just needed to do our best to cash out our 7 tricks. Well, it's going to be tough when every, the second round of diamonds. Was it? I guess it wasn't the second round. It was the third round of diamonds where partner threw a spade here. They just needed to figure out what to discard. This is where some sort of signaling would be helpful. Anyway, that's 4 boards in. Board 5. We have 12 highs. Pass to us in third seat. I'm going to open a club. 1 spade by our partner. Take out double by east. I'm going to raise to 2 spades. 3 diamonds, pass. Well, I'm not really considering bidding. I'm just trying to get a hold of what's going on in this hand. So it feels to me like this is a hand that East maybe should have opened and did not. If I had passed in third seat, which some players in this event might be familiar with these best hand settings and might try and take advantage of it. Partner's a passed hand here. We have this 12 count, kind of a bad 12 count. Maybe the best we can do is pass the board out. So there'll definitely be some pass outs, I believe. No guarantee that West has enough to open the bidding, even though they showed some values here with the 3 diamond bid. Okay. East actually doesn't have much. East had a 10 count. I mean, it's a good hand. Some people would definitely open this. Favorable match points. Okay, diamonds are splitting. Well, I mean, they're 4-4 between the opponent's hands and ours. So this is West's last trump. It doesn't help me to ruff, so I'm not going to. And then the only real question is who has the King of Hearts? Or maybe that's not the real question at all. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait just a second. It is possible that I need to unblock the Jack of Spades here. I don't think I'm going to do it. But if spades are 4-4-4-1 around the table, and West has the Heart King, West would know they couldn't just lead a heart towards their king. I could win the ace, pull their last trump, cash the Jack of Spades, and exit a heart, setting up partner. So they would have to lead a club here. If I pitch a heart, which I think I'm going to do, but I just want to talk through it. I pitch a heart, West ruffs. If West has the King of Hearts and a 4th spade, they can exit a spade. I have to win the Jack, and then I'm then played into leading a heart away from the ace. But I guess it doesn't matter. If they have a 4th spade, they can exit it to partner, who would also be down to just hearts. Right. Okay, good talk. 2 of hearts. I claim my hand is high. But partner had the King of Hearts anyway. Okay. Plus 50. I mean, I guess you could call it good defense. Partner found a trump lead. Not sure that that's a good opening lead. Some people may have let a club, partner suit or something. But it worked this time. So the trump lead held declare to just 2 trumps, 4 ruffs, and an ace king of clubs. And we had the rest. Cool. So plus 50, we're going to do better than the pairs who pass the board out. So if we didn't open as south, west, of course, would not open with their 9 count, and people would get a pass out, so going plus on the board is generally good in these types of scenarios. Let's move on to board 6. East opens a diamond. We have a 14 count with some long diamonds. We could bid 2 clubs. The thing, so I tend to maybe overstate that 2-level bids should have a 6-card suit and you should have a good hand. 1 diamond, 2 clubs is kind of a special case because it puts a lot of pressure on the opponents if they have a major suit fit. Sometimes it's difficult to find the fit. Like if we were to say pass, right, and West has a 5-card harder spade suit, they can bid 1 of a major, hear their partner bid a no trump, they can then make some sort of check back bid, and they'll find their 5-3 fit. If we bid 2 clubs, West would have to have a pretty good hand to bid 2 of a major directly, and they might not be comfortable doing that. Also, it's possible, you know, for example, let's say West is 4-3 in the majors, 4 spades and 3 hearts, and East is 4-4 in the majors. If we pass a diamond, West bids a spade, East raises to 2 spades, they found their spade fit. But if we bid 2 clubs, West makes a negative double, East bids 2 hearts, their cheaper major, and this passes out, and they're in a 4-3 fit. So I think there's a lot of merit to bidding 2 clubs in these sorts of scenarios. I'm going to do it on this hand, but I think it's close. I might tend to be more conservative than some experts on this sort of thing, especially at match points. But I think there are a number of reasons, and I've explained a couple of them, why the 2-club overcall can put some pressure on the opponents if it happens to be their hand. Now, if it happens to be our hand, maybe I would prefer to pass. You know, it goes a diamond, a spade, a no trump, all pass. We're defending a no trump, all vulnerable. I get to lead a low club or something, or high club, and collect plus 100 or plus 200. But I'll try 2 clubs. Okay, here we go. We are hoping now that they've found their 4-3 fit. Whoa. Now, this is a type of bidding that I'm not really a big fan of, and I know that the robots do this often. Also, weaker players at like your local bridge club might do this often, where you don't bid your hand immediately, you sit back and wait, and then when you feel like it's safe, right, because the opponents have signed off basically in a part score, you come back in. It's a lot more risky to pass here and then bid 3 clubs against good opponents than it is to just bid 3 clubs directly. You bid 3 clubs directly, maybe East bids 3 hearts and this passes out. You've pushed them up a level. Maybe 3 clubs passes out because they just don't have enough values to bid. The thing is, when you pass and then do this, it's much easier for them to double you. So anyway, 3 clubs, pass, 3 hearts. We do have a bit of a decision to make. I think I'm just going to pass this out, but it could be correct to double. One of the reasons we might want to double is if we thought 3 clubs was making. I don't. My hand is garbage. You know, I only have a 5-card club suit. I have this ace, but the queen of spades could be useless. My second suit is never getting set up because East has diamonds over here. So I'm not convinced 3 clubs is making. That doesn't mean I shouldn't be going after 3 hearts. They might still be going down and collecting plus 200 versus plus 100. Could be good for us. But I think they just have a good enough chance of making this that I'm going to pass it out. Partner has done well to push them up to the 3 level. So Let's see what we can do. Robots lead king from ace king, so I will too. King of clubs, partner plays the 8. Wow. That is a lot of hearts in the dummy. So East should have 4 of them for this 2-heart bid, which means they have a 9-card heart fit. That's a lot. I did see partner's 8 of clubs at trick 1. Well, I have to cash a second club. So my only question is, do I lead a low club to partner's queen? I think that's what partner's 8 of clubs at trick 1 meant, hopefully. Or do I cash the ace of clubs? One thing I'm considering is, will partner get the defense right if I cash the ace of clubs and then switch to the queen of spades? Because that's probably going to be my defense. The hope is that partner has ace 4th of spades or something, or ace 3rd or whatever over there, and I can get a ruff on the 3rd round of spades. But this is going to require partner to duck the 1st round of spades. I think partner will get the defense right. If I had a singleton spade, I would switch to my singleton spade now, after looking at the dummy. Hoping to get 2 ruffs, right? Spade to partner's ace, spade ruff, club to partner's queen, spade ruff. Now, partner doesn't know that I'm only ever getting 1. I have a natural trump trick, but put my ace of hearts into diamonds, and then I would need to switch to a spade immediately. So I think it's safe for me to continue the ace of clubs and then switch to spades. It's a little scary, like switching to a queen doubleton at match points, because if East has a true spade guess, they might misguess if I don't play this card. So what does East's hand look like? East opened a diamond and rebid 2 hearts over the negative double. They could have the queen jack of hearts and ace king queen of diamonds, right? I think it's just barely possible that partner has the spade ace. I'm a little skeptical, mostly just due to the fact that partner didn't bid 3 clubs directly over the double. If partner had queen jack, 3rd of clubs, and the ace of spades, wouldn't they have raised 2 clubs to 3 clubs? I mean, I think they would have. Okay, back to the thinking board. It would be very bad if I was getting a spade ruff and I don't go for it. What's my alternative? I mean, I guess my alternative is to continue a club. If East has if partner has queen doubleton of hearts, I could continue a club here, and clubs are 5-3, 3-2 around. I could continue a club, win the ace of hearts, and then play another club, promoting a trump trick for partner. That seems more likely to me. That would give East ace of spades, jack of hearts, ace king queen of diamonds, nothing in clubs. It's a 14 count. Not enough to open a no trump. I guess East could even be missing the Jack of Hearts. Partner has Queen Jack Doubleton. Okay, I like this plan a little better. Not because I think it's more likely to work. Well, not because I think the layout is more likely, but I think I don't buy into the fact that partner has Queen Jack third or even fourth of clubs and the spade ace and didn't find a bid on the first round of the auction. So, I mean, this might give up a rough sluff. This could expose the Queen of Spades in some way. Looks like it did give up a rough sluff. No way. No way. Okay. Wow, partner had Queen Jack fourth of clubs and the spade ace. That's nuts. That's just absolutely insane to me that they couldn't find a bid. All right. I don't think it's possible that North has any of the remaining hard honors, which means it's going to be pretty impossible for us to take any more tricks, I think. I guess I may as well play back a diamond. Yeah, East has the Queen Jack of Hearts. Okay, well, down one. I mean, that feels good. But maybe it's not quite good enough because we do have two natural spade tricks coming in, two club tricks and the ace of hearts. We're always beating at one. This is a spot where if partner had bid three clubs or, you know, look, two diamonds, limit raise, Queen Jack 10 fourth, Ace 10 fourth on the first round of the bidding, I would be more than happy to go after three hearts. But the fact that partner just didn't take any call when they should have earlier in the auction made me think that they were much weaker. All right, we have 18 highs on this board. This is right smack in the middle of the one club followed by two no rebid type hand. So let's start with that. Well, I'm going to raise to four hearts. I think it's pretty automatic. I'm not entirely sure if partner intends this three heart bid as forcing. It says 6 or more high card points, but what do they do if they have like a 3 count where it's gone a club, a heart, 2 no? I don't think the robots play any sort of wolf sign-off. But regardless, even if partner could have a pretty bad hand, we have so many aces to cover all their losers in the other suits that I'm pretty happy to just raise to four hearts. It's possible that 3-0 could be a better spot if partner has maybe a fitting club card, or if partner has solid hearts like ace, king, queen, sixth, then 3-0 might be a little better. But it's way more likely partner has like some broken heart suit where we're going to need to pull trumps, and that can take multiple leads from our side, in which they will have plenty of time to set up their own suit if they're defending no trump. So is there any reason why I might want to cubed? Yes, but I don't think that's the right thing to do with this partner. Like ace, king, queen, six of hearts and nothing else is only 11 tricks, if I'm counting correctly. 6 hearts, 3 spades, a club, and a diamond. Maybe we can set up a long club, but we're still far from it. Or far from making a slam. Okay. Jack of spades lead. Well, tricks 1 and 2 seem to be pretty straightforward, so I think I'm just going to win the ace of spades and take heart finesse. Based on what happens, we'll have to make some decisions. Like if the heart finesse wins, how am I getting back to the dummy? And what is my plan with the minor suits? But pulling trumps, generally a good way to start some of these hands. 6, 10, queen, 4. Okay. So if I cross back in spades and take another heart finesse, we can pull trumps. Then I would still have the option of crossing a third time in spades and playing a diamond to the jack if I wanted to take that finesse. It's scary to play a diamond to the jack, though, when I've squandered all of these dummy entries, because then they could knock out my club ace, I wouldn't have unblocked the diamond king, I end up losing a club in addition. There are some concerns with some of these lines of play. I mean, for example, like where is the 2 of hearts? Thinking a bit about the opponent's spot cards. West from king 10, 8 in the heart suit probably would have played the 8. East from 8, 4, 2 would have played the 2. So something unusual is happening in the trump suit. We don't exactly know what. East could have king 8, 4 deuce, and they just duck to the first round of the suit, which would be a very normal play to make. West could have king 10, 8 deuce, and they just elected to play the 10, mostly knowing that their spot cards didn't matter much. So that's possible. Or someone could be false carding in the trump suit, but we don't really know who. You know, East with 8, 4 deuce, maybe they played the 4 for whatever reason. Well, okay, I am going to play a spade to the king. If I wanted to be completely safe, I would lead the jack of diamonds to the ace. I still want to maintain the possibility of taking a diamond finesse. Like, if he starts pitching a bunch of diamonds when I pull trumps, then maybe taking a diamond finesse has some merit. And I don't think spades are 6-1. I think it's just impossible for that to be the case. Like, both opponents had the chance to overcall spade. I know, we have most of the high card points, maybe they wouldn't, but I think this keeps most of my options open. Aha, so West just elected to play the 10 from king 10, 8. It's a decent play. If we were late on entries to the dummy, or we were scared that a spade might get roughed or something, maybe we would have cashed the ace of hearts earlier, hoping that that was a true card from king 10 doubleton. Here's a diamond discard from East, but the spot card is high enough that I'm not convinced yet about what line of play I want to take. Still, I think I've said this before, against these opponents, I'm pretty happy to just play a couple more trumps and hope that they give away the position. Okay, East pitched the 5 of diamonds and then the 2. They tend to give attitude signals. It's possible this is a false card. I mean, maybe, maybe East has nothing, and so they just want to pick a random suit and like show an encouraging signal to throw me off track. But that to me, okay, and now the 10 of clubs discard. It looks like West has the king of clubs. I'm gonna try king of diamonds, jack of diamonds. If East doesn't cover, I think I'm going to run the jack. Maybe I can pick up like 10 doubleton of diamonds with West. It would be very unusual, but it's possible. That would leave East with queen 6th, but East didn't have a really good time to bid 2 diamonds. Is there any alternative to this plan? So what if I go cash the spade queen, diamond the king, 2 rounds of hearts, pitching clubs? No, this is no good. This is no good. I would have needed to unblock the queen of spades earlier. But if I was able to unblock the spade queen and then play 2 hearts pitching clubs, I think West gets squeezed, right? They have to keep king doubleton of clubs and therefore come down to a doubleton diamond. So if West happened to hold 10/3 of diamonds and the king of clubs, that squeeze would have worked. Maybe I was a little too hasty in the way I played the hand. It's still scary though, cashing that 3rd round of spades before pulling trumps, right? And I do need the king of diamonds entry for the squeeze to work. Okay, back to my original plan. I think my read on the honor locations is correct. So I will just go king of diamonds, jack of diamonds. It would have worked. Let's see who has the 10. Oh, East has the 10. We were really close. East had queen 10, 6 the diamonds. Oh! And the king of clubs. Look at West go, pitching that 10 of clubs. Wow, we were super close to doing something really bad. But I guess it worked out. I wonder, this 3 heart bid, it's alerted as 6 or more high card points. But I wonder if this is stronger than a 4 heart bid. I mean, if I knew a partner had a big hand, I would have Q-bid. Obviously, we were on 2 of 2 finesses working to make the grand. But slam is a good contract. You just need the trumps to split and then 1 of 2 hooks. So it's kind of shocking. Partner with a 13 count and a good 6 card suit didn't do anything over my 2 no bid. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, on to board 8. One club by North. I will bid a spade. No trump by our partner, so we can bid 2 diamonds, new minor forcing, looking for a fit somewhere. Partner denies 4 hearts and denies 3 spades. Okay, we'll bid 3 now. We have a little bit extras, but partner is limited. 14 high card points, so with 29 total as a maximum, no reason to go searching for anything here. And we get a spade lead, which is not the right lead against this auction, but we'll take it. Presumably we have 5 spade tricks. This is, I think, very likely to be from a doubleton, given what we know about the opponent's lead tendencies. Entries are a little tight. I would like to try and set up the club suit. The ace of hearts is an entry. But the problem that I'm having is that maybe I want to unblock that ace of spades first. Because if I win the 10 of spades, a trick 1, and just lead a club, like suppose West wins and switches to diamonds, I might have stranded the entire south hand. So I think we do want to unblock the ace of spades before going after clubs. That way, when we win the diamond ace, we can run the spade suit, and we still have the ace of hearts entry to our long clubs if necessary. Okay, I have a pretty good idea what's going on, because I've seen the robots defend a lot of hands. So this isn't exactly like bridge logic to some extent, but I can try and describe what's happening. I have frequently seen that when the opponents well, actually, maybe I'm not so certain anymore. But let me just get to my point that I was trying to make. When you lead a suit and they immediately lead the suit back, I think it's because they have honor doubleton. This seems to come up all the time. Like West could have just led spades, but West is afraid of leading hearts for whatever reason. That might set up tricks for me. West is afraid of leading diamonds, that might set up tricks for me. But they know, if they're looking at no values in the club suit, that leading a club isn't going to set up tricks. It's just going to cost tempo on the hand. So I was thinking West would have ace doubleton, but that would be very weird for East to not split their club honors from, say, 10-9 fourth. Because I could have played the 8, right? West wins the ace, and then I still have the king, queen, jack of clubs. Anyway, I'm going to play the queen. I'm going to try the jack. Yeah, see, East made a big blunder there, not splitting their club honors. Not that we could really take advantage of it. It would be far too risky to do something like that. Okay, we are going to have to decide if we are taking a heart finesse. Well, let's play the queen of hearts. We will think if the king doesn't pop up. Okay. I think I'm not taking the finesse. That's my first instinct, but let's try and come up with a more logical sense as to why. So in terms of high cards, West has already turned up with the Ace of Clubs, the Jack of Spades, and probably a diamond honor. East switched to a low diamond earlier, which East probably wouldn't have done. If they had both the king and queen, they probably would have let the king. So if West had a hand like the Ace of Clubs, the King of Hearts, the King of Diamonds, Jack of Spades, that's getting close to an opening bid. West might have opened the bidding. So that's one reason, which means, in that specific distribution of the honors, maybe West would have a hand that's actually worth opening with 11 high card points. Secondly, I suppose kind of an advanced concept that doesn't really have like a statistic to back it up, but it's more like a sense of the game, is that West's return of a club when they got in with that club. So we were right. We were right. Clubs were 5-4-2-2 around. Tends to mean that they don't know what the best defense is. And defenders who have most of the missing high cards tend to know what the best defense is. So if West really was looking at the King of Hearts and a diamond honor, they would probably be able to place all of North's high card points and realize that a diamond switch was probably the correct thing to do there, even though a club might have been safe. So, yeah, I think I'm not taking the heart finesse for both of those reasons. It's a little unfortunate. Let me give one more line of thought a try. Let's say West had the King of Hearts. If I had played a club to the 8 earlier, what could West have done double dummy? West would have to have won the Ace of Clubs to block the club suit. Otherwise, I could just play the king next, and then West would have won the ace per force. The clubs are unblocked, and I have the Ace of Hearts as an entry. Then West would have had to switch to the King of Hearts to kill my entry to the long clubs. So we would win the Ace of Hearts. I mean, I still would lose my 4th round of hearts. I would still lose my 2nd diamond. It doesn't look like a great line of defense for West. They know that they're sacrificing a lot of tricks by switching to that King of Hearts. I don't know. Actually, now I'm kind of curious, because that could be an explanation for why East wouldn't split their club honors, right? Or not their club honors, but split from the 10-9 of clubs when I played that first round of the suit. If East thought there was like no hope for scoring too many more tricks, I think I'm just going to take the Ace of Hearts. I kind of already decided. Okay, we were right. The King of Hearts was offside. So, lots of reasons that I explained, we came to the right conclusion, but who knows what the actual reasoning was for the opponent's defense. With that said, I'm still a little surprised by a couple of things. I mean, for one, the fact that East did not play the 10 or 9 of clubs here. I mean, this play is just insane. It might make a little more sense, given the fact that if we did play the 8 of clubs, West could win the ace and now switch to hearts, and this would kill our hand without even sacrificing a heart trick, because we get to play a heart to East King, another heart comes back, and then the contract is set. But still, I mean, that's very surprising. And then also the fact that West, when they won the ace of clubs, I mean, it looks very natural to me to switch to a diamond. I don't know which diamond. I guess a low one, maybe the 10, but one of those cards. Anyway, on to board 9. So we're a third of the way through. I know this is like an hour and a half that we're currently at. Well, at least in my broadcast, we're in an hour and a half. I don't know how much of the early part of this video I will clip. Maybe not too much at all. So we'll need to pick up the pace a bit. Pass, pass. We have a 14 count. We have a really good hand. The difficulty with this hand is that I think I'm going to open a no trump. There's a lot of reasons for doing it. So first off, we're not vulnerable. If I bid a no trump and, you know, West has a good hand or something and just says, okay, well, I don't know what to do, I pass, and it passes out, and we end up going down 2 or something, or even down 3, that'll be okay, right? Maybe the opponent's missed a game, or maybe they missed playing on a part score. Minus 100 or even minus 150 could be an all right result. If we were vulnerable, a little more risky to do that. Number 2, the opponents might have a major suit fit. And if I were to open a club, that wouldn't really preempt them out of it. The big downside with a no trump opener is that if we open a no trump and partner transfers us to hearts, I actually don't know what I'm going to do if partner bids 2 diamonds. I might end up passing. We'll see. But, so I think that's the major downside. There's also kind of a major downside if I open a club and partner were to bid 1 spade. I would much rather play a spade than a no trump on this hand with my heart shortness and 3-card support. But anyway, let's open a no trump. Partner bids 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 no. Sounds like partner has a maximum passed hand. Well, this isn't really the auction I'm scared about. Obviously, they could have led hearts, and maybe that would have been bad for me. Partner probably had us covered a little bit in the major suits, which it looks like they did. But when we just get to bid to 3 no trump, yeah, I have 14 high card points, but this is an amazing 14 count. Now, I wouldn't even be surprised if the right thing to do was to accept an invite in no trump if partner had bid, say, 2 no over 2 diamonds. Like ace, queen, jack, 10 fifth is a huge 5-card suit. Ace, king, 10 fourth is great. We have another 10-9 holding. This hand really feels closer to like 16 highs than it does to just a random 15 count, you know, 4 triple 3 with a bunch of queens. We get the 9 of clubs lead. Not that unusual given the robot's tendencies. They like leading away from no honors. So this is either singleton or doubleton 9. East has the king, which means, given that we have at least 2 diamond entries to the dummy, we can collect 5 clubs and 4 diamonds before we even talk about the other suits. We will lead a spade to the king eventually. Maybe we will run the 10 of spades later. Maybe we end up leading heart to the king. And by eventually, I think I'm going to lead a spade to the king at trick 2. Okay, that's friendly. Now we don't need to use our dummy entries to take club hooks. Not that we were really lacking in entries to do this, or that we have entries that we need for other things, but at least we can conceal a little bit of information from the opponents in the fact that we're not trying to set up and run our club suit immediately. All right, spade to the king. Long tank from east, east wins the ace. Turns a club. Okay. Well, I think the 10 of clubs is the right play. Both against the robots and against the humans. If I were playing this against real people. East knows that I hold the 10 of clubs. West knows that I hold the queen of clubs. Both of these from trick 1. But if I were to play the queen of clubs, that would just look very fishy to West, I think. So I believe the best thing I can do is try and conceal the jack of clubs. So this is going to look like I'm taking a club finesse against East Jack. All right, now what? So we're at the point where we have a decision about which finesse to take. The spade finesse is obviously a lot safer. If we run the 10 of spades, there's no way East can hurt us in the heart suit. The best East could do would be to cash the ace of hearts, for example. Then we have the rest. Whereas if we play heart to the king and it loses, then the opponents can take 2 more hearts. I think it's a little more likely the ace of hearts is onside than the jack of spades. Due to, I guess this well, actually it might be very likely that the ace of hearts is onside, because East has turned up with the ace of spades and the king of clubs, and they didn't open the bidding. The ace of hearts would give them 11. Again, not 100% read. You know, there are definitely 11 counts that the robots would pass, especially if East was like 4-3-3 or something. But throw an extra heart honor in there, like the jack or queen of hearts. This is going to be 12. Everyone's opening this. Every robot is opening this, I should say. So I think a heart to the king is the best way to go for an extra trick here. Now, West might make a mistake and duck this trick, which could give us a chance at 12. Like, West doesn't know we have a singleton heart, or that we have all of these clubs and diamonds. So I think I'm going to lead a heart to the king. And now we just need to run our minor suits. Haven't decided if we're taking a spade finesse yet. But we will figure it out soon enough. Spade pitch from east is good news for us. Spade pitch from west is maybe not good news. Okay, well, we know West has the ace of hearts left, so there's only one spade maximum in their hand. All right, jack of spades was offside. I think that's good news. I'm not certain. It's very possible that Well, no, I think that is good news, right? Because if we had taken a spade finesse, there's no way to get rid of our heart loser. We would be making only 430 on the board. We would end up losing 2 spades, and eventually that ace of hearts would have to be a trick. So this is probably a good result. You know, we took a technically risky play, but we had a lot of evidence to support that the heart finesse was likely to be working. Probably got ourselves a pretty good result there. Pass by East, we have a 7-card diamond suit. Otherwise, this hand might look like a no trump to a lot of people. It might still look like a no trump to a lot of people, but I'm gonna take the normal action of just opening a diamond. Double by West, our partner passes, East bids a heart. Well, I'm gonna bid 2 diamonds. This should show a little extra, because with just like an 11 count and a 6-card diamond suit, I wouldn't have to bid here. Especially with partner being a passed hand, it would be very risky to do so. We could bid a no trump. I don't think it's actually that crazy. I know, it's saying that it should show 18 to 19, and it should. But whatever suit West ends up leading, we do have the king doubleton. And if partner has any help in the diamond suit, playing in a no trump is going to be way better than playing in 2 diamonds. Maybe it's still a little much. You know, they lead some suit, and partner has help for us in one of these 3 suits, and also a bit of help in diamonds. But they knock out our stopper, say, you know, king doubleton of hearts ups at 3 small. We knock out the king of diamonds with East. They cash a bunch of hearts, and then East plays a club through, and West runs the club suit, and we basically get squeezed. Okay, I'm sold on the 2 diamond bid. I think that's, well, it's certainly the normal thing to do. 2 heart raise by West. Not necessarily showing extras, just kind of competing. 3 clubs is a little weird, because this should show a good hand, but East can't really have a good hand. They bid only 1 heart. I wonder if that means East has a really long heart suit. I guess either way, I just shouldn't get involved any further. I'm kind of curious now, though, if like we might have a good 4 diamond contract to play in. Like they bid up to 3 hearts, and partner actually has some diamonds over there. Although not very many points, and we get to 4 diamonds. And West has a difficult choice on opening lead and gives us a trick, and we end up losing a heart, a club, and I guess 2 spades. Yeah, it's probably a little thin. Let's just let him have it in 3 hearts. 4 hearts. Okay. I mean, still a little confused as to what's going on in this auction. It seems as if either West thought 2 hearts showed more than it does, East discovered an extra ace in their hand, and now they bid 3 clubs. I don't know. I mean, either way, I should pass this out. I have to make an opening lead. Huh. I'm kind of tempted by a low spade lead. You know, one reason is that it's going to look a lot like a singleton. And if West has something like ace-queen of spades over here, East might be afraid of taking a spade finesse and getting the spade ruffed. So we might be able to just steal a trick by leading a low spade at trick 1. I haven't experimented a lot with these kinds of leads. Like, this lead would absolutely work against human players at a table. I think you're very likely to steal a trick with this lead against good human opponents if you make it in tempo at the table. Against the robots, I'm not sure. They tend to just like work on things mathematically, and if they believe that, you know, like leading away from king third is mathematically more likely on this kind of auction, then they would probably take the finesse. So maybe I should do something normal, like just cash the ace of diamonds at trick one. Hopefully cash the ace of diamonds at trick one. I mean, West might ruff. Okay, ace of diamonds. Ace 10 2 4. Yeah, see, here it is, you know. Oh, also, West has a good hand. Yeah, I can't really say I fault West for their bidding choices. You know, 3 hearts feels a little pushy. I understand this is like kind of a maximum 2-heart bid, but 3 hearts would definitely feel pushy instead of 2 hearts here. Well, having gone this route, I kind of feel obligated to continue diamonds. What? Partner didn't ruff? Okay. I suppose leading a diamond was not the correct thing to do. I guess I should play back a spade. It might not matter. Declare might just have the rest. Wow. Very much wow. So, if partner had just roughed the diamond, we would have had our 4 tricks on defense. Was it because I played the queen on the second round? They thought I had led like ace from ace, king, queen. If only they followed their own opening lead guidelines. I mean, you gotta play the queen because you don't actually know what's going on in the suit. Like, if partner had natural heart tricks, then maybe it's right. Maybe partner shouldn't be roughing the queen of diamonds. Or the second round, so we can play back the queen and force out the king as an example. I mean, I assume I'm not missing some sort of double dummy reason why roughing is no good. Now partner just needed to rough. Well, sorry, partner. Low spade lead might not have worked. But I guess we won't know. Huh. That feels bad because I guess for this partner, maybe I'm supposed to make things easier and not return the queen of diamonds at trick 2. It kind of caters to a very edge case, but you need to really understand your opening leads to know that when partner leads the ace, they deny the king. Oh well. Board 11, moving on. We have a 15 count. We will just open a no trump. 2 spades, spades and a minor. Okay. Yeah. This was something that I wanted to check and verify. So our double, apparently, as the no trump opener here, is penalty, showing spades. If it goes 2 spades pass, our partner's double is takeout. There's no reason to have both of these doubles be the same meaning. You either want both doubles to be penalty or both to be takeout. So now I've fully verified this fact. This is kind of a system hole in the robot's thinking. Well, I guess then I am going to pass, which is a little sad. It would be nice to make a takeout double here. And penalty double just never makes sense, right? Like even if we have king, queen, 10, fourth of spades, we just don't have enough values that we can confidently double the opponents in 2 spades on our own. We need help from our partner. So that's why our double needs to be takeout, and therefore partner's double also needs to be takeout to kind of protect us when we have a penalty type hand, but not enough values to do it on our own. All right. That trick went by fast. So king of diamonds, partner plays the deuce, and declare ruffs. That's a little scary given the queen, jack, 10 of diamonds over here. These might be tricks that could be set up for declarer's benefit. 9 of hearts, I mean, I'm gonna duck, apparently. 9 of hearts to the 10, winning. Huh. Okay. So partner is definitely roughing the 3rd round of hearts because East has the king and jack of hearts remaining. At the very least, East has the king and jack of hearts remaining. I would have expected partner to high-low if they had a doubleton heart here. So I'm curious if it makes sense if I should lead a low heart and give partner a ruff immediately. Probably not. I guess ace of hearts and a heart ruff is probably as effective as anything else. Partner just didn't high-low in hearts. Okay. Well, next question. I mean, I think I'm exiting a red suit. I'm not like thrilled about it. But exiting a club could pickle my club holding a little bit. It might not have mattered. Yeah, declare has all the clubs. Oh! Partner just didn't want to take their club ace. Also, man, it looks like exiting a club was the correct play. Partner had a huge hand and just, I guess, couldn't do anything about it over 2 spades. That's tough. Ace of clubs, queen jack of spades. A little too light to act over no trump, and then, you know, partner's double would be takeout, right? So this just kind of shows that we're not allowing ourselves to cater to the possibility where north is the one with length in the opponent's suit here. Yeah, so we could have gotten an extra trick in that end position if I had just exited club rather than a red suit. Maybe there was some way I could have figured this out. Ace of hearts, heart ruff, queen of spades, diamond. Like it only helps me if partner has ace 10 third to switch to clubs. I wasn't like exactly convinced that East had the last spade. I guess I should have been. Partner would have transferred with 5. I don't know. There were a lot of things that I felt like were throwing me off about the hand, and that's maybe what caused me to just kind of throw my hands up and exit passively at the end. Like, partner playing the 2 of hearts from 6-2 doubleton is really weird. Count signals are important for a reason. Anyway, board 12, this is the halfway point once we finish this one. Pass passes spade. We're red on white, so I don't really like just blasting 4 hearts. If it goes a spade, 4 hearts, double pass, and we go minus 200 even, that's not going to be a very good result. So I think I'm going to bid 2 hearts. 2 spades, partner makes a responsive double. Now I'm wondering if 4 hearts is a good bid. Partner is a passed hand, but they're suggesting stuff in the minor suits, which helps us out a lot. And we don't really need trump support from them. I mean, 3 hearts is just, you know, I had to bid something, right? Okay, I'm going to try 4 hearts. Partner has the stuff we need. King, queen of clubs, king of diamonds. Singleton heart's not bad. That means I think we're very likely to pick up the trump suit. So let's try and pull trumps. I think most of this hand was centered around the auction, so we can probably play through this one fairly quickly. Or not. Okay. Well, if I was able to pull all the trumps, we do have 3 more clubs that we can use to pitch one of our losers. So let's try and do that. Oh, that's not good news. East has the ace of diamonds. Pretty sure. Yeah, East just has to have the ace of diamonds. I mean, East has to have the queen of diamonds as well. And I think, oh, or not. Oh. Well, we can pull the last trump, so I will do that, then claim. Why did they not get a club ruff? I was going to say I'm certain that clubs are Clubs are not splitting the way we want. Wow. That was like a horrible misdefense. I wonder what East's thought process was of playing that King of Spades. I mean, they know the King of Spades is getting ruffed. Oh, I have a theory. If we only had 6 hearts, then roughing this would leave West with more trumps than we had remaining. And so they would be setting up their own spade suit. But you gotta read the room a little bit. Partner led their stiff club. Anyway, all right. That's cool. We kind of averted a disaster a little bit. I mean, it's not much of a disaster, but there'll be players who just overcall 2 hearts and rebid 3 hearts. I'm pretty sure there are some players who will have the auction of spade 4 hearts. We don't really know what's going to happen over that. How do East-West do, by the way, in spades? They lose 1,000,000 tricks. It might not be 800. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to ruff a couple of clubs in the West hand. But they will not make it. Anyway. Halfway through. How are we doing? 2 hours into, well, I guess into the recording. I don't know how long the actual video will be at this point. Probably about the same. So, yeah, it looks like I'm going a little slower than I did the last time I recorded these things. But I'm trying to be a little careful and cover all my bases for each of the hands. East opens a club. We have nothing. We will pass. Now we have something. 1 spade, 2 spades. We have a takeout double of spades. The robots believe that this shows 4-4 in the red suits, but it doesn't. I mean, this is just takeout of spades. Unfortunately, system-wise, we still have to make this bid, right? We can't afford to let them play in 2 spades if we have a heart fit at match points. Oh. Well, that's interesting for a couple of reasons. First of all, we have 12 high card points, and the opponents are both limited to 12 high card points. Nonetheless, they could both have 12. Partner could have 4 over there. And they might just have a massive spade fit, which means game can make. I don't really see a reason to push my luck anymore with like a second double or something. All right, 10 of hearts lead. That feels to me like shortness. So West has ace, queen, jack, 4th of hearts. That seems like a strange play to me. Does that feel like a weird play to anyone else? Huh. Taking a first round spade finesse into my stiff queen after I've made a takeout double. 10-2-4 queen. 10-2-4. I guess partner has like king third. Okay, that's starting to make more sense. So I'm just curious about like cashing out, right? We know if we exit passively, say heart, declare could win, pull trumps, run their hearts, pitching a diamond from the dummy. Okay, I think I should cash the ace of diamonds. This is where signals would help. I think I'm going to trust that partner doesn't have the diamond king. So if partner has the king of spades, what is West's hand? West has 5 small, ace, queen, jack, fourth. Yeah, I think West needs the diamond king for their bid. Well, what is this then? They really just took a first round hook. Wow. That's crazy though. Huh. And partner had the diamond king. What? Yeah, I guess the point was partner needed one of these pointed suit kings, but I just assumed it had to be spades, or else why was Declare playing the hand this way? I don't know. Anyway, we got our plus 100. It didn't matter if I cashed a diamond, then sorry, if partner got his diamond king earlier, so we didn't lose a trick when I went ace of diamonds and then played a heart. Okay, board 14. 1 club by East, we will bid Michaels to show 5-5 in the majors. Limit raise or better in clubs, 3 clubs from East. I guess doubles takeout. Oh, apparently double shows 3 diamonds. But could still have 2 clubs. 3 diamonds, 5 hearts, 5 spades, and 2 clubs. New favorite shape. I mean, I don't really have much. Like, the queens and the minor suits are not great. So I'm a little better than a minimum. No extra shape, though. My club holding is pretty terrible. Once again, you know, we go back to, where was this? Board 6. A diamond, I overcalled 2 clubs. Double. Pass. And then eventually balancing back in with 3 of the suit. With a hand that honestly is pretty close to a limit raise, I would say. So partner could have a pretty strong hand for this 3-heart bid. Unfortunately, I just don't think there's much I can do. 3 spades is an insane bid. You know, as East, you've already, like, as East and West, you've elected to play 3 clubs, and now for whatever reason you're like trying for a game. Doesn't make any sense. But here we are again, we're in the same pickle. If partner had bid 3 hearts directly over 2 hearts, this is a spot where I might want to double 4 clubs. I don't know about with this hand particularly, because I just have way too many queens. But it feels like, you know, the fact that partner isn't acting immediately with their good hands makes it very difficult for me to judge what to do when the opponents are about to play some contract, so when I'm in the balancing seat. This time, though, I feel as if 3 hearts easily could be making. Partner might be bidding on a singleton club over there, and if that's the case, we only have 2 losers in the minors. If the king of hearts is on side, that would be good news. We would need to hold our spade losers to 2 to make 3 hearts. I guess my distribution is just not right for taking an action at this point, sadly. I feel like we might be missing a heart game. I feel like we might be missing, well, 3 hearts making, and therefore we need to double 4 clubs to protect our equity. But I just don't think I can do it. So I'm going to pass this out. I'm going to lead my singleton. It might feel a little unnatural to do that on an auction like this, but if I can get diamond ruffs, maybe partner has the heart king, it's possible for me to get 2 of them. Once again, we're just taking all of the finesses into my hand. Well, okay. Now what? Club to the queen. I want to cross to partner's hand. So East is sitting on... I mean, is it possible they took a first round hook again? That actually seems very plausible. East has ace king 9 5th of clubs, for example. They're afraid of playing a club to the ace and a diamond back. I might rough that, so take the first round club finesse. So if East has the ace king of clubs, our partner has to have something. And I suppose I'm going to choose to believe that something is in hearts. Because of that 3 heart bid. I'm a little concerned I'm supposed to underlead the ace of hearts. Partner has like king 5th. God, I'm gonna look really dumb if I play back the 8 of hearts and the 10 wins, aren't I? I just wish we had better signaling methods. Like, if I play the queen of hearts, I would be hopeful partner would win the king. No, East, of course, has the king. So I needed to cross to partner's ace of spades. Oh, partner didn't even have the ace of spades. Well, I'm sorry, Pard. Am I always getting end played? I don't know. Let's see, how does this work? Queen of diamonds to the ace. Declare took a club hook. If I return to club, declare could pull trumps. Ending in dummy. Play a spade to the jack. No, we probably do get an extra trick if I just return a club there. Either way, happy to go plus, as usual. Looks like we don't make much of anything. I mean, I guess off the top, we only have a diamond, a club, and a spade to lose. Maybe 4 hearts has some play. But it's going to require a lot of trickery to get there. I mean, 3 hearts does make, and obviously doubling 4 clubs and beating at 2 would have been very nice. But plus 50, probably still an all right result. On to board 15. We have a 14 count, 5-card heart suit. I will open a heart. It's close to a no trump. I just don't like doing it when we don't have a way to find a 5-3 heart fit. So if we had Puppet Stamen available and the robots used that, I would be much more comfortable opening hands like this one, no. So our heart of spade, we will rebid a no trump. 4 spades by our partner. Okay, you got it. We get a diamond lead. That looks like a singleton. How do I convince them that it is not a singleton? I guess I dumped the king of diamonds at trick 1. So if this lead's not singleton, right, then that means it's 4th best. So it could be like 3, 5, 7, 10, for example. And that would leave me with king 8 doubleton. And so unblocking the king of diamonds might look like a natural play from that holding. So that's why I'm going to dump the king. It's possible that I could just like play low and this would work out. You know, play the deuce, West wins the ace, and I play low. It's not as if that necessarily, what's the word I'm searching for? It's not as if that necessarily is going to be any less or any easier for the opponents to read, but I think there is some sort of psychological benefit, maybe not specifically against these kind of opponents, where when you dump the king, it really looks like you're trying to unblock and discard a loser, unlike your queen jack of diamonds. There is a counterpoint to that. What if this is just from like 3 small? If this really is from 3 small diamonds, and I dump the king, West might get scared and like cash the ace of hearts or something, worried that it might go away, or play heart to ace, worried it might go away. Whereas if I play low, West could win the ace of diamonds and kind of shrug and return a diamond. Then I get to win, hopefully pull trumps in 3 rounds, unblock the king of clubs, cross back to dummy and diamonds, and then pitch my heart loser on the club ace. I'm just going to go with my first instinct, which was to dump the diamond king. They returned a diamond anyway. Okay, so so what I did apparently didn't matter. If I'd played low, West instantly would have returned a diamond. After dumping the king, West kind of shrugged a little bit and returned a diamond, but this is still going to let us hopefully pull trumps. And now we're all good. We even get a beer. We can pull the last trump, unblock the king of clubs, cross to the jack of diamonds, making sure to preserve the 7, pitch our heart loser on the club ace, rough back to hand, pull all of our trumps before running the diamonds, and end with the 7 of diamonds for a beer. So 12 tricks. probably going to be fairly flat. But I could see people opening the south hand and no trump. Who knows what North would do over that? I mean, North's hand isn't great, and we do happen to be off 2 aces, so it's not as if slam is going to make on this deal. All right, board 16. Past us, we have a big hand, 24 highs. We'll start with 2 clubs, planning on rebetting 2 no. So 22 to 24 is the conventional agreement for what we have. So we're kind of maximum, but our shape is a little mediocre. We don't have anything in the terms of wasted honors, which is kind of a big deal. You know, a lot of these hands with a bunch of high card points will get honors scrunched together. Like, where was the, this one, board 7, we only had 18 over here, but we had ace, king, queen, third of spades. It's like, when you don't have any low cards in a suit, it makes the suit a lot less valuable. You can't utilize entries to your partner's hand in that suit, and the fact that you're wasting all of your high cards with a suit that isn't setting up any extra tricks. Like ace, king, queen, fourth, very good holding. Ace, king, queen, third, pretty mediocre. So we don't have any of that going on, which means our hand is actually a little, better than your generic 24 count. But still, with 4 triple 3, I don't really like the fact, I wouldn't want to bid 3 no. Also, I'm a little terrified of what system the robots play over 3 no. So 2 no, at least we have transfers and stamen and everything. Okay. This is interesting. So partners showed, I think, 5 diamonds and a 4-card major. It looks like it's not listed in the description. But I don't know exactly what 3 spades would be over 2 no directly. And this should be a slam try. We have a good hand. Ace, queen, jack, 4th of diamonds is obviously great. And the fact that we're maximum in terms of high cards. So I do want to bid a slam. The question is just which one. We could bid 6 diamonds, or we could bid 6 no trump. I'm leaning towards 6 no, just because it's match points. There are, of course, some scenarios in which 6 diamonds is going to be much, much better. Like if partner has a singleton, one of these suits, I don't know which one. Let's call it spades. And only 5 diamonds. Well, let's call it clubs. Okay, let's try again. Let's say partner has a singleton club and only 5 diamonds. We could ruff both of our club losers in partner's hand, and that would effectively gain us a trick over no trump. Because in no trump, we would only be able to take, say, 5 diamond tricks and the ace of clubs. Here, we would be able to take 4 diamond tricks in our hand, the ace of clubs, and 2 club ruffs in partner's hand. Which would be 7 total instead of the 6 total that we had counted in no trump. But we're super flat. Leads are coming into our hand in no trump, whereas leads are going into partner's hand in diamonds. And that could have an impact. Imagine partner has like 4 small hearts over there and we get a heart lead. That's a little scary. So okay, let's bid 6 no. Ace of hearts lead. And a heart. Well, that's going to make everything pretty easy from here on out. We, obviously have an abundance of tricks from here. So 990, that's good. Good news. No real way to make 13 tricks, even if they don't take the ace of hearts at trick 1. But it does look like we have an easy route to 12, no matter what they do, with the spades coming home. We might have needed to guess the hearts before playing on spades, but of course we could run 5 diamonds and then make our choice. Yeah, probably not much more to say about that one. Should be a good result. I expect a significant portion of the field to get there as well, but we'll see. So we're at the 2/3 mark, and board 17, East opens a spade. We have a big hand now. I'm not really a believer in that this hand is too good for a 2-club overcall, in which case we could start with double. Also, I've kind of come to learn that the robots don't really understand bids that require multiple calls for them to fully take effect. Like here, if we wanted to show a hand that was too good for a 2-club overcall, we start by doubling, and then we bid our own suit. And they don't really seem to have a good grasp on the fact that we made a takeout double, but now our hand is something different when we bid a second time. So I'm hesitant to do that with hands that are kind of borderline, which I think this one is. It's close, you know, a bunch of aces and kings, good 6-card suit. I don't think I would be disappointed if my regular partner at like the national championships made a takeout double here, but I don't think I'm going to with this partner. So we'll bid 2 clubs, negative double, 2 diamonds from East. I was hovering over double because I was curious what it might show. All they say is that double shows probably the same thing that I showed with 5 clubs. Or not 5 clubs, with the 2-club overcall. But 2 clubs is 5 or more clubs, 10 or more high card points. Double apparently shows 2 or more diamonds. Interesting. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Well, how is our hand shaped up? A couple of things have gotten better. The fact that we have a small doubleton diamond and East has bid that suit is good for us. The things that have gotten worse is both of our major suit holdings. Ace third, when East has 5 spades and West has denied a spade fit, probably has denied a spade fit. I mean, I guess West could have 4 hearts and some sort of game-forcing hand, but with 3-card spade support. But that's going to give partner 3 spades, and now we have 2 spade losers. Also, this Queen of Hearts has gone down in value a lot. Given the negative double, West is likely to have the values in the heart suit if it's anywhere. It still might be the case that a 3-club bid is good. I think for the reason that partner is not playing us for this strong of a hand when we overcall 2 clubs, so taking a second action has some merit. The downside to all of this is, like, we might run into a trump stack. That would be bad. Or we might just be going down a few too many. Like, if 2 diamonds is making plus 90, and we go down 2 and 3 clubs, taking, say, 5 clubs and 2 aces, then we're not getting a very good score. Still, I think I should bid it because I'm not comfortable with leaving the choice up to partner. Yikes. This is not what we had hoped for. Oh boy. Well, I'm staring at this now, and I think there are a couple of interesting points, but maybe we're gonna be going down 1 too many. The first interesting point is I think the opponents are making 4 hearts. It can depend on the location of the heart king, but you know, assuming West has it, yeah, it does look as if clubs are probably 4-1, and therefore East has a singleton club. They only have one club loser. They have a heart loser. They have a spade loser. No diamond losers. But it's curious to me that West made a negative double. Okay, I have a theory as to what's going on. Because the opponents have 9 hearts, and East didn't bid 2 hearts here, right? East bid 2 diamonds. So I think hearts are 6-3. And I think East is 5-5. So that's going to give West 5 clubs. Which is not good. It's definitely not good. Okay, West has 4 clubs, so I don't know. I mean, maybe West has 7 hearts. I guess that's possible. West is like 1-7, 1-4. Still feels like a bit of a weird auction. Okay, so the opponents definitely have 2 spades, 2 diamonds, and 2 clubs from here. It would be nice if we could get out for 300. Because we don't exactly know where they were going to end up. My guess is a heart part score. You know, if we had passed, West bids 2 hearts and this passes out, maybe. I mean, maybe we balance with 3 clubs then. But yeah, getting out for 300 would be quite nice. Guess let's exit a club. I am going to pitch all of Dummy's hearts. I think this is a technique I've learned against the robots, where, you know, West might be scared about this diamond suit and dummy, and now that I've pitched all of Dummy's hearts, they can be worried that they don't get their hearts if they don't lead one. I mean, there's also just 0 chance that I ever crossed a dummy, so I can't take a heart hook. And look at that. We got our heart finesse. That's wonderful. It wasn't really going to matter how I went about it. What I was going to need to do was exit to East in the diamond suit eventually and have East be down to just spades, where like they can cash the king queen, but our jack will get set up. Diamonds, hopefully I have a diamond winner in dummy, and hearts, and then East would have had to lead a heart anyway eventually. So we're getting out for -300. I don't think there's any way to do better, so I'm just going to claim my 3 tricks. But yeah, they could have held us to 500, or 6 tricks, definitely, if West had not switched to hearts there. And I'm wondering, if I don't pitch all of those hearts, maybe West does find the switch to the ace of diamonds and another diamond, which would be the proper defense. Then East could win the jack, cash the king, queen of spades, and then lead the king of diamonds, sticking us in our own hand to lead away from the king, queen, or ace, queen of hearts. So I don't know how that's going to score. It's obviously not great. With the king of hearts sitting in East's hand, 4 hearts no longer makes, assuming we defend properly. And also, I think it's just very difficult for them to reach a heart game if that's where they're headed. So we're probably -300 versus some pairs who just defend 2 hearts or 3 hearts or something. making 3 or 4. But on to board 18, East opens a heart. We have nothing. I mean, I guess we have a 14 count, but this is not a hand where we want to overcall no trump, and we're certainly not making a takeout double. That is too crazy for me. So I will pass. Aha! Partner balances with a spade. Well, we have a way to show a good raise of spades that isn't going to get us overboard. So if partner has a good hand over there, maybe we will actually reach 4 spades. But if partner has a bad hand, at least we only get to the 2 level. So I'm going to bid 2 hearts, showing a limit raise. Partner signs off in 2 spades. That's perfectly fine with me. I don't see any reason to continue acting. I have 4 trumps. That's nice. Queen third of hearts, not a very good holding. And oh my god. Well done, partner. Balancing with a spade. I like it. I think it's a pretty good action on a hand like this, where you don't really want to just like let them play 1 heart. So, you know, a takeout double is not really the thing to do on the north hand, but balancing a spade is probably going to work out okay. A little risky, you know, you're vulnerable. If it goes a heart, pass, pass, a spade, I'll pass. Maybe you're in bad shape. Playing a 4-2 fid instead of something else. Anyway, king of diamonds lead. So king from ace king. I suppose I want entries to the north hand. It's very possible this is ace king 5th though, and the 3rd round of diamonds gets roughed. But I guess I don't really see the reason to not unblock here. You know, I want to take heart finesses, I want to take club finesses. Alright, moment of truth. Yeah. So, heart switch. East has 5 diamonds, which I think makes it unlikely that East has 6 hearts. I should be able to play low on this trick. Is there any reason to play low? I mean, I guess the reason to play low is it basically gives me an extra entry to do the things I want. Because I can win the 2nd round of hearts with the queen and go like king of spades, spade to the jack, ace of spades, club hook, heart to the ace, club hook. The only real risk is hearts are 6-1, and I think, like I said, given the 5-2 diamond split, that seems very unlikely. So if I win the ace of hearts and I go spade to the king, spade to the jack, I can't just pull the last trump, because that's basically my last entry to like take a finesse of any kind. Yeah, I'm gonna duck this. I'm gonna feel a little bad when, oh, okay. That's not so bad. Jack of clubs switch, okay, hold on. We need to be a little careful. So East has turned up with ace king of diamonds, king of hearts. but East is at least 5-5, and the Jack of clubs. Yeah, East does not need to have the King of clubs for their opening bid. And if East is like 2, 5, 5, 1, we want to be a little careful, because if we take a finesse and it loses, East gets a club ruff. I think it's more likely East would have led their singleton at trick 1 with that shape, just knowing these opponents. So I guess I'm going to play East for 1-5-5-2 shape, in which case it doesn't really matter if I take the hook. But I am suspicious the King of clubs is not on side, because there's 0 chance East would lead a club looking at this in the dummy. Remember, North's declaring. So does West play a high club? They don't. Uh-oh. That's not good news. Oh, East was 2-5-5-1. So they get a club trick. Wow. Okay. Well, plus 110, that's probably an all right score. I mean, plus scores tend to be good. How are we doing plus score-wise? We have a few. There are some poor results, like this one, 4 hearts making 4. But overall, I think we're doing okay. So we got 6 boards to play. Let's get through them. 15 highs. Let's open a no trump. Single suited hand, transfer to spades. Huh. My hand is pretty awful, so I'm just going to bid 2 spades, but yeah, we'll just bid 2 spades for now. I mean, if West's suit is clubs, obviously our queen of clubs is useless. If West's suit is hearts, Jack third is almost the same as 3 small. That's not a very good holding. If West suit is spades, well, we have some things to discuss, but I think it's more likely West has one of the round suits, and then our hand is not really that great. Looks like West's suit is probably hearts. So, Jack of diamonds lead. The robots like leading from doubletons. Yeah, okay. So we're short on dummy entries. I think I'm just going to play ace of spades spade anyways, rather than trying to take 2 spade finesses. Because with West being vulnerable and overcalling, and especially the fact that West didn't lead a heart, so their heart sequence is broken, I'm way more concerned about king-queen doubleton of spades with West than small singleton. Maybe that shouldn't be my outlook. Maybe I should, well, there's a secondary consideration, right? Because if hearts are really 6-2, I win the ace of diamonds, I lead the queen of clubs, queen, king, ace, run the 10 of spades, West wins, and goes ace of hearts, king of hearts, heart, roughed and over roughed. So yeah, it feels like ace of spades, spade is the best line in the trump suit. We're going to have to deal with the club suit later. If trumps are not 2-2, then I'm going to have to pick up a secondary club trick. But we'll figure that out when we get there. Okay, trumps are splitting. East had the king of clubs. Okay, no more trumps. King of diamonds is good. We can rough our club. Yeah, East switches to 2 of hearts from king to doubleton. Didn't really matter what happened at that point. Okay. Pass to us. Well, we have a choice to make because, as we noted at the very start of the video, this is a best hand event. And so the fact that we have 11 means everyone else basically has about the same. Now we have a good 11, really good 11. Ace, king, ace is excellent, 5-card suit is good, all of our honors and our long suits. But we don't have the spade suit. The opponents could definitely bid like up to 2 spades or something, and we might be in trouble. Still, I tend to think that most of the time I'm more than 50% to get a plus score on basically any board. And yeah, the opponents might bid to 2 spades, but maybe it goes down. We have 3 quick tricks against that contract. If West is overcalling a spade, maybe partner has spades sitting behind them. So passing out this board is a little pessimistic. Like if we had some balanced 11, like 4 triple 3, no aces or something, maybe I would consider passing it out. I'm not sure I would still, but this hand is probably just a little too strong. Club of no trump, happy to pass that one out. We get the jack of hearts lead. I think I'm happy to duck this trick. Very unlikely East has the king. I mean, there's zero chance that East would ever lead away from king jack 10. Maybe I've seen it happen once. But okay. So yeah, definitely duck this trick. The opponents are going to switch to spades. They will run some number of spades, I imagine. Maybe they'll switch to diamonds. Then we have a decision at trick 2. No, we do get the spade switch. Third spade, ace of diamonds. Okay, that is the end of the hand. So jack of diamonds to pitch a club, and then we have all the high cards. So, I mean, look at this. The opponents do have a spade fit. It looks like they probably do pretty well in spades, given that all of the finesses are working for them. They make what? 3 spades? Just pull trumps. If they guess everything, they have to guess the jack of diamonds, and they have to guess the heart suit. Maybe they have some handling difficulty, but they didn't have a clear way to get there. Maybe you could argue East should have made a takeout double over a no trump. But it's very scary South could have a big hand here, right? If South has an 18 count, it goes a club, pass, a no trump double, thinking, oh, this is fine, I have this 10 count, 4-4 in the majors. South redoubles, and you're in huge trouble. So happy that we opened, happy that we stopped in a no trump and got a plus score. The opponents could have made it a little more challenging for us if they, didn't cash the ace of diamonds, switch to a low diamond, for example. We'd have to guess the suit. But West, of course, is very scared of switching to a low diamond. If we win the king, we're going to take a bunch of tricks. So that's that board. Another plus score in the books, and 4 boards to go. Board 21, pass to us. We have an 18 count. Once again, we will open a club, planning on rebidding 2-0. Or, in this case, we can jump to 3 hearts. Some players might bid 4 hearts. I could see a 4-heart bid being effective. One thing I'm worried about is our shape. 3 small spades, I think I've said this many times, when the opponent's overcall showing a 5-card suit, having 3 small in their suit is kind of like the deadly holding. Because they might just cash the ace, king, queen, right? And the fact that we're just 4-3-3, we might have multiple club losers, we might have multiple diamond losers. 3 hearts is a much more practical bid. One of the nice things about a 3-heart bid is that systemically, if you're going to bid 3 hearts on a hand like this, right, then your partner's much more comfortable competing when they have weak hands, right? If partner just had like a stiff spade and 5 hearts to the queen and some scattered values, like a 5 count, and you jump to 4 hearts with a hand like this, they might be scared of competing in the future because you get to 4 hearts, you either get doubled or you don't, you go down 1 or 2. Next time they might just pass rather than making the negative double. But if you're willing to kind of protect them when they have these weaker hand types, then it has some merit systemically. Now, I don't think the robots really do that, which is why I'm still giving this a think, and maybe 4 hearts is still the best bid. I believe I'm still just terrified by the 3 small spades, so I'm going to bid 3 hearts. It might be a little conservative, but maybe we win the board because everyone gets to 4 hearts and we just have 4 top losers or something. Okay. Well, kind of like I said, maybe we win the board because we have 4 top losers. That looks like what's going on here. But we have chances to make a bunch of tricks. I do want to play a little carefully, though, because I'm looking at this opening lead, and that might be a singleton. So I do want to make sure that I ruff a club in the dummy before pulling trumps. It looks like I can do that. I can win the, say, queen of hearts, and then play a heart to the ace, and then if trumps are not splitting, I can duck a club. And if trumps do split, I can pull the 3rd round, and my plan is going to be to lead a spade up towards the jack. West, I think, very likely to hold ace-queen or ace-king, might have a difficult time ducking, and so it could go spade, queen, small, king. We can then lead a spade to the jack and make 10 tricks. A little unfortunate, because maybe people in 4 hearts will get the same opening lead and similar defense and come to 10 tricks that way. But I think we did quite well in the auction. So let's see if I can pull all the trumps before attempting this. 4 queen 8. Kind of looking like pulling trumps is going to work. East with 9-8 fourth might have played the 9 there. No. Okay. Well, now we do have to duck our club. And this is going to let East win and unblock their spade honor, whatever it is. Or not. So, unfortunately, because trumps were 4-0, we don't really have any choice other than to cash the Jack of Hearts, and then I mean, I guess I'll play it out. I'm just going to take my 2 diamonds now. But yeah, West gets to come down to, there it is, there's the stiff king. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of running out of like mental energy to speak, but hopefully people followed what I was talking about on that one. So we know from the opening lead that West doesn't really have an honor combination they want to lead from in the spade suit, and that's why I was placing East with a singleton spade honor. But we really wanted to guarantee our plus score, especially because I think a lot of the pairs are going to reach 4 hearts on a similar auction to what we had, but where they just bid 4 hearts here instead of 3 hearts. And, you know, even with the good luck in the spade suit with trumps 4-1, I believe they still go down in that contract. Anyway, on to board 22, 3 boards to go. East opens a club in first seat, and we have kind of this Rodden-looking 15 count. Queen Jack doubleton of hearts, Queen Jack empty 5th of spades, not a great holding. We'll start with a spade. Negative double by West, 2 spades by our partner. It's worth noting that if partner had a limit raise, they could have bid 2 clubs. That was available. It's possible that some players would even play 2 clubs and 2 hearts as separate limit raises to show different length in the trump suit, like a 3-card limit raise versus a 4-card limit raise. Well, I don't think I'm going to bid again. Queen Jack doubleton of hearts looks like a bad holding. It's possible partner has enough stuff that 4 spades is making. Like, what would partner need? I guess something to the effect of king of diamonds, king of clubs, king of spades. We're getting real close to a limit raise. Maybe partner has the ace of hearts, king of spades, queen of diamonds. Again, getting pretty close to a limit raise. I'm just going to pass 2 spades. If the opponents come back in, I am licking my chops to double them. But they don't. Okay. Well, some good news, some bad news. I guess we can start with the good news. Partner has an absolute minimum 2 spade bid. I don't even know if this should be a 2 spade bid. It's close, it's close. I mean, 3-card support, spade support is nice, and being not vulnerable is also important. So staying low is going to pay dividends for us here. We still want to take as many tricks as we can. Off the top, we have a diamond, a heart, and 2 spades to lose. It would be nice if we ended the hand with only those losers. 4 clubs lead could be a doubleton. Could be from 3 small, or like 3 to the jack or something. I mean, East did open a club. I would have expected West with a bunch of small hearts to lead that suit. So that makes me think West has the heart ace. In terms of high cards, we're missing the ace king of spades, queen jack of clubs, king queen of diamonds, in addition to this heart ace. Okay. Well, I want to preserve that king of clubs. In the dummy. Because that could be an entry to the hearts later, maybe. So I'm going to play low. 4-5 jack. Okay, it looks like East has the queen jack of clubs. I don't think West would just lead away from queen third. Not really its style. So queen jack of clubs, if East has the ace king of spades, they would have exactly one diamond on her. Otherwise, with both the diamond honors, that would give him 15, and that would be a no trump opener. So let's win the ace of clubs. And then I think I'm going to try the queen of hearts next. If I can convince West to take their heart honor, yeah, if I can convince West to take their ace of hearts, but the thing is, West is just going to continue the two of clubs. Could have been that lead from 4-2 Doubleton. In clubs, I have to hop up with the king. I play a trump. East hops up with one of their spade honors and puts another club through, and my situation looks quite dire. We'll probably make two spades, but I'm hoping to take more tricks than that. I don't really see an alternative, though, to playing on hearts. I'm going to need to set up hearts eventually. Like, if I duck a diamond, I mean, West probably still can win the diamond trick. Put a club through. Yeah, let's go queen of hearts. Also, if I'm wrong about the location of the heart ace, okay, looks like I'm not wrong about the location of the heart ace. Oh, maybe I am. Oh, West did lead away from the queen of clubs. Hold on. Wow, I'm very confused. East didn't want to switch to diamonds. They played back a club. So East has the ace of hearts, the jack of clubs. Okay, maybe this is maybe my exercise should be counting distribution instead of anything else. West led a low club, so West probably has 3. It looks like hearts are 4-3 between the opponents. So East could be 3-3-3-4 in shape. Oh my, I just realized what the problem is. If I play low here, I have no dummy entry, and they could just play 3 rounds of spades. I'm locked in my hand. If I play the king, well, that's fine. I get to play the 10 of hearts next. But I only get 1 discard. No, because I can play the 9 of hearts, and East... If East has 3 trumps, then I will be able to pull trumps in 2 rounds and ruff my diamond. Aha. Okay. So the play is king of clubs, 10 of hearts, pitch a diamond, 9 of hearts. I mean, this is going to work against the one specific shape I gave East. 3-3-3-4. It might not be as effective against some other shapes. Okay, but ducking this is bad. Playing the 3 is real bad, right? Because ace of diamonds, diamond, they go spade, spade, spade. Or they can go spade, spade, spade. No guarantee they'll find that defense. And yeah, low diamond, again, they can go spade, spade, spade. Okay. I'm sold. Well, queen of diamonds switch is interesting, right? Because East could have just played another club. Yeah, what happens if East just plays a club there? Okay, I'm a little concerned now, because East roughed in with the king of spades, and then they didn't want to try and play clubs to promote West trump tricks. What does that mean? Oh no. I can't think of a logical reason to do this, and unfortunately the robots tend to play logically. They have to have come up with a layout where roughing with the king of spades and then playing diamonds was correct. Maybe if I had no diamond values? Yeah, maybe if West had the ace-jack of diamonds and I had the king, that would do it, right? Then they would want to take the diamond finesse? Okay, hold on. Starting to come up with an idea. Because I'm wondering if I should like try and exit a low spade, thinking that maybe East had ace-king doubleton. That would give East 2, 3, 4-4 shape. No, they would open a diamond. Okay, I think it was just a mistake by East. Alright, that's all the trumps. Plus 140. Happy we worked that one out. That was actually a kind of a fun little play problem. Everything kind of just followed, you know, immediately once we realized that ducking the 10 of clubs was the incorrect play. We came up with the right line. But there were some pitfalls to avoid along the way, of course. We could have taken alternatives. Like, there was no reason why we needed to play the Queen of Hearts at trick 2. But I don't know, it seemed like a sensible play at the time to me. So 2 boards to go. We have a 13 count here. We will open a club. 2 clubs, Michaels, hearts and spades. Partner shows a constructive hand with diamonds. I don't know what this range means. They said 10 plus total points. I guess it's like competitive. East fits 3 hearts. I mean, I don't have any reason to do anything. so I'm going to pass. I have an okay hand if partner has a long diamond suit, right? If partner has like 6 diamonds over there, I would be very happy to bid 4 diamonds, having the ace of both majors. King, queen of clubs is probably a good holding. You know, maybe I would need a diamond honor or something to feel perfectly comfortable. But something like king, queen, jack, 10, 6 of diamonds and nothing else. 4 diamonds might have decent play. But here, I will just pass 3 hearts. Let partner do whatever their thing is that they're trying to do. Well, I feel like I should lead partner's suit. I don't expect I'm getting a ruff. It's not really for that reason. It's just when you get your chance to make one bid in an auction, normally it's because you have a good suit and you want partner to lead it. I don't believe the robots think this way, but you know, I could just lead the king of clubs. All right, I'm leading a diamond. Interesting. Let's zoom back to that first trick for a second. 4 of diamonds, 4 of hearts, 9, 5. King of spades. Well, I best win this trick. Partner might be high-lowing. And now I feel kind of compelled to play the king of clubs. Interesting. I wonder why Declare played a second spade. This is something we need to unpack. Why would it ever be right to go after spades? Were already set up. And with them having a 6-2 spade fit, there was no chance they were actually going to pitch any losers on the 3rd round of spades, because we would always be able to rough in. Huh. I'm very surprised. So what's actually happening? East has 2 spades. I mean, my suspicion is that East has 4 hearts, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe East only has 3 hearts. Can it be wrong to return a diamond? I mean, it can be. It's very possible that a spade is the only thing that beats the contract from here. If partner's down to stiff queen of hearts, I lead a spade, partner roughs in with it, we still get our ace of hearts later. Oh. Well, I think it's safe to continue a diamond. I mean, for whatever reason, I'm just not buying that our partner has queen doubleton of hearts on this auction. I don't really get it. But what am I hoping for? I'm basically hoping for a defensive mistake. I play a diamond and Declare doesn't pull trumps and doesn't play spades, which seems impossible. Okay, maybe I should just play back a spade. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna play a spade. Like, maybe there's nothing I can do. You know, if East has the Queen of Hearts, then there's really nothing I can do. I play a diamond, so like what, I mean, I'm still trying to understand what Declare's thought process was. I play a diamond, they ruff. What are they trying to do? They play another spade. Let's give them a chance to go wrong. I'm not sure what they could do that's wrong, but I'm just convinced East has the Heart Queen. I mean, East hasn't turned up with anything else. They've got the Ace of Clubs and that's it. No. No. No way. Okay, I'm sorry, partner. Oh, that feels bad. Because I, of course, could have beat them. I don't really understand what Declare was doing. Okay, they ruffed at trick one, and they played the King of Spades off dummy. But when they were in hand with the Ace of Clubs, they could have just, like, let a heart up. Okay, well, that's kind of the first board that I feel really bad about. There were a couple of others, like maybe the minus 300, that I thought the opponents were unlikely to double me on that one. Anyway, last board is set, and then we will, I guess, get I think we get a notification of how well we're standing, preliminary results. So we have an 18 count here, heart past 2 hearts. What is 2 no? Both minors. Okay. I don't love it, but I will double. It just feels like this hand is too good to pass. I mean, too good in the sense, like, I have a lot of values, okay? That's one thing. But another issue, maybe too good isn't the way to describe it, but another issue is that I don't have a ton of defense. You know, all of my values are concentrated in this diamond suit, and I'm probably only going to get like 2 tricks in it. So with the Queen of Hearts sitting in the pocket, they're probably making 2 hearts. Even if we get to a bad fit, like a 4-3 spade fit or something, and partner has to ruff the 3rd round of hearts, we're not vulnerable. It's match points. Okay, this I like a little better. Partner bids 3 clubs. It would be nice if we played some sort of Lebensal. We could definitely be on for game here. Like 3 no trump or even 5 clubs could be the right place to play. I'm not really comfortable bidding again though. Like if I bid again, it would be 3 no. And as you can see, you know, the robots think that shows 22 to 25 high card points. That would be a little bit much. But I don't have a source of tricks. I mean, I have 5 tricks in my own hand. Even if the Queen of Hearts takes a trick, I'm gonna need partner to have like Ace King of Clubs or something. So we'll just pass 3 clubs. We're happy to try and get a plus score on this last board. And it looks like we've done okay. We have 2 hearts, 2 clubs, and a spade to lose. Probably gonna have all of those losers. Maybe we'll lose an extra club, but my suspicion, looks like I was right, they might even make a game in hearts. So something like minus 150 would even do a little better than had we passed out 2 hearts earlier. Anyway, we are here now. 4 diamonds, ace 9. I will play the 10. East didn't lead a heart, but that could be because East wants to get a diamond ruff. I think I'm going to lead a club to the jack. If West really has 5 hearts and at least 3 diamonds, uncertain. I mean, East's small diamond lead could be from anything. But in that case, West might be more likely to have a doubleton club than East. Otherwise, it would give East like a 6-card spade suit, which is possible. No reason to believe that East couldn't be like 6-3-2-2 on this auction, but it is a much less likely shape. So I'm going to lead a low club towards the jack. Okay, 2-10 jack, ace. Jack of hearts switch. Well, there goes all of my hopes and dreams about setting up the queen of hearts for a spade pitch. Is there any reason to play low? If I play the queen and West wins and diamonds happen to be 4-1, goes diamond ruff, heart over, diamond ruff. If I play low, West has to overtake, diamond ruff. Another heart, West has to overtake, diamond ruff, but then my queen of hearts is good. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to play low. Aha! Aha! See? Had I not, well, we can take a look briefly at the very end. But okay, we are down 2, which is all fine. They do get a spade. But that was kind of cool. We did manage to hold out for down 2. So I will quickly pull this up before we look at the results, so everyone stay in suspense. So 4 diamonds to the ace, club to the 10, jack, ace, and East switches to the jack of hearts. And if we were to play the queen of hearts, it could go king, 8, now a diamond ruff, giving suit preference, maybe, another heart to the ace, and another diamond ruff. And now East switches to a spade. We win the ace. Try and pull trumps. Well, there's only 1 trump left. But now West can cash the queen of spades. And that's 7 tricks through the defense, and we're down 3. So what would have gone wrong if West had played the king of hearts here? Well, nothing yet. The 3 diamonds comes back. East ruffs. And now East continues another heart. If East were to lead the 6 of hearts, we could play low. And our 9 of hearts will be good enough to set up the queen. And if East leads the 10 of hearts back, again we play low. And if West were to overtake the 10 with the ace, they can give their partner another diamond ruff. And a spade can come. But now look at this. This queen of hearts is a valuable card. We can use the queen of hearts to pitch our spade loser. So don't always just instinctively cover in some of these spots thinking, oh, well, if I don't cover, then they're going to do the right thing. We actually came up with a reason at the table for why ducking the Jack of Hearts was correct, and it paid off here. You know, we can kind of look at the double dummy analysis. It's going to confirm what we just showed, which is that the only way to hold our contract to down 2 is to play low on this trick. So that was the last board. Let's see how we ended up on the day. We're at a 65%, which is pretty good. You know, we have a couple of rather unfortunate results. I mean, board 23 for one, we could have done a lot better. Our worst result of the day, I mean, we only have 4 scores that are below average, these red results here. But board 10, yeah, this one is really sad from my perspective, because our partner should work out what the right thing to do is when we lead the Queen of Diamonds here, but I wonder if the robots are kind of conditioned to thinking that, you know, maybe human forgot and just leads ace from ace king, and so when it goes Queen of Diamonds next, they didn't want to ruff. So I didn't really think about partner's problem, but a way to avoid these inconsistencies is to have good discussion with your partner about your opening leads and signals, and that's not something I can do with this partner. But the rest of our set was pretty good. In fact, we don't have any 100% boards, but we have a couple that are in the 90s, we have a bunch that are in the 80s and 70s, so this was a good session. We will be pretty high up there in the rankings, definitely not first place. People will get 70% scores in these things, but I think in the past, something like having a 65% average seems to be pretty close to winning the event. Maybe you need like 66 or 67 over 3 days, but we're going to be right in the thick of it if we put together 2 more strong sets like this. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. You know, make sure you like the video if you've enjoyed this. A bit longer than most of my normal videos, and definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. I post a lot of content like this every day, every week when I can. And I will see you all tomorrow for day 2 of the Spring 2023 NABC Robot Individual.